It's year 2012, Far Cry 3 dropped, Gangnam Style became the first video to reach 1 billion views on YouTube, and everyone thought the world would end on 21st December. Even remembering those times brings a tear to my eye. But certain people will remember this year for something completely different. Something that would spiral into one of the weirdest video game horror series the internet would ever see. The emergence of the most viral internet creepypasta figure yet, Slenderman. And the release of its first game, Slender the 8 Pages. And this shit was considered the scariest game of all time back then. But in the back of a dimly lit corner of the internet, there was a cheap copy of this game which would somehow completely outlive its predecessor, Slendytubbies. There are multiple amazing videos on the Slendytubbies series on YouTube, but we have one more edition with Slendytubbies 0, so I'll take on the burden of making another. Starting out with the originator, Slendytubbies 1. This game was so incredibly loud, I could be compensated for hearing loss after playing it. For some reason, this was also the scariest game for me personally. What the fuck? It's something about these old ugly games that makes me terrified. In the first game, you are given an option to set the difficulty. To be honest, it doesn't make the game any more difficult, it's more of a better setting. You also get a roasted Teletubby to treat yourself with. As I consider myself a pussy, I picked the middle option. Don't want it to be too easy or too difficult for a start. This game's base mouse sensitivity is insane. There's also no setting to change it. So if you see me spinning as if I was in a Call of Duty MLG montage, now you know why.
Dude, this is probably gonna take a couple... What the f***, bro? What the f***? 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 What the f***?
This Teletubby game got the complete Slender formula. A single enemy chasing you, random jump scares popping up, and once he catches up to you, he explodes your eardrums. The task is simple. Collect 10 custards around the map to win. It also gives you a map to point you towards points of interest, but you might as well put it in a bottle, throw it into the sea, and fool a pirate it'll lead him to some treasure, because this didn't guide me towards anything. Thankfully, the latter games understood the assignment.
So if I stand here, on top of this mountain, the Teletubby shouldn't be able to reach me. What the fuck, bro? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Get the fuck up. Oh! Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Wait, it's actually quicker than I thought. Get away, get away.
If I told you to close your eyes right now and play this audio without the screaming Teletubby, you'd think you're watching chimpanzee enclosure footage.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it. Oh, my head hurts. My head literally hurts. You know what? Just kill me.
Oh, hell.
Oh, fourth one. No! No, the yellow... Teletubby is dead.
I don't think it's impossible to see that I've never in my life watched Teletubbies. I was more of a Barney kid. And also because Teletubbies scared the absolute shit out of me as a kid. I'm looking at you, the vacuum cleaner thingy. When I finally found the Teletubby crib, I found the other green Teletubby decapitated on a slide. And the vacuum thing spazzing. This purple guy is not someone to play with. He takes his enemies out like a Mexican cartel. There's not much more to Teletubbies 1 than this. All there's left is to complete it.
Whoa! Which side is east, west, or whatever this is? Whoa! Fuck!
Here, I finally managed to find every single Teletubby by finding the red one. I really wonder why he went to such extreme measures with his skills. This dude is the grabber. For some reason, there's also a Left 4 Dead versus mode in the first game. I picked it out of curiosity and realized being a Teletubby is the most OP thing ever. You have this Cyclops eye vision, no limited render distance, and you're also incredibly fast. No wonder he would always manage to track me down.
You fucker, I'm running. Oh, you're actually faster than I expected. Shit, that's not good. So I'm gonna try and escape you through the roof. And I just bamboozled you, see? You. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't Yo, let's fuck you. Fuck you, haha.
And that's the end of Teletubbies 1. Simple as that. It'll start going downhill from now. The first game was the stepping stone of a series so bizarre, you'll completely forget it was a Slender clone before the end of this video. Even though many people don't enjoy the first game as you get lost easily, you lose hearing playing it, and the map is unnecessarily large. As I said, I love retro nostalgic vibes the old video games have. I'll give this one 2.5 Teletubby out of 4. Before we get to the second game, I forgot to change my audio settings on OBS and didn't record any sound. Just so you know.
5, 6... What is that?
The second game tries to write some lore around the Slendytubbies with 10 different maps and 8 different Teletubby mutations chasing you.
So there's the Comma Monsters, there's the Headless Chainsaw Massacre, there's a Jeeper Creeper, the guy from Dead Space, Logan Paul, tank from Left 4 Dead, a crackhead.
And since my goal is to complete every single Slendytubby game, I had to cut the amount of custard I needed to collect in this one. There are 10 maps. Cut me some slack. The first mission takes place in some form of a sewer laboratory. The second game introduces a mechanic which will be adapted by every later Slendytubby adaptation, the Outlast night vision camera. I love how the Slendytubbies are just a mix of the most popular horror game tropes ever. Started out as a Slenderman clone, spiraled out into an Outlast clone instead. And whatever the hell it spiraled into after the second game is up to debate. A Metal Gear Rising Revengeance clone. I don't know. One thing that the second game does very wrong is the AI of the Teletubbies.
Am I just going to complete the game without ever seeing them?
They quite literally don't move from their spawn point until you show yourself to them. You can go around the entire map collecting custard easily, without even seeing the monster once. But once you do trigger them, they are relentless. It did build a lot of anxiety within me, as I haven't been informed of this completely intentional game design just yet. Eventually, I found them chilling at spawn, camping the last custard I needed to finish the level.
Wait, you're camping it! You're camping it! You fucking dickhead! You're camping it! You're camping! You're camping! You're camping! You're camping! You're camping! Ah, bamboozled you, fuck you! Ah!
As an experienced 200-hour DBD survivor, I professionally outsmarted the so-called newborns and finished the sewer level. Now, in this Texas Headless Massacre mission, you explore what seems to be either a space station or some sort of an underground bunker. This level took me a bit longer as I couldn't find the last third custard for a while. I did eventually find Headless Teletubby in his natural habitat. He was just chilling there, menacingly, before I triggered him with my inferior presence. And well, only now I've realized this guy isn't some walk in the park. He's much faster than the newborns from level 1 and he one-shots you. So looping him would prove to be quite a difficult task, especially with the fact that my character seems to be running on ice the entire game. You might want to look out for the amount of magnification your camera lens does in this game as well.
Well, that chainsaw is pretty terrifying. Oh, he's closer than I thought. Yeah. Objects in the mirror may appear closer than they really truly are. I gotta loop you. Oh my god. Yeah, those Dead by Daylight skills came handy right now.
Then I figure out you could just stay on this thin metal piece in the middle of the room and it would completely fry his brain, resulting in him running around you in circles or just coming to a full stop.
Look how fat you are on the camera.
And I did fully test the fact he can reach you here, so I am a trustworthy individual on this topic.
Okay.
After 6 attempts of being unable to find the third custard, I changed it to 2 and finished the level in measly 5 seconds. I am not proud of that one. Now this is peak game design, the swamp level. This maneuver has set the rating I was going to give Slendytubbies 2 by a mile back. How am I supposed to see anything through the rain green screen free download effect from YouTube blocking my view the entire time? And the droplets are so incredibly bright compared to the rest of the level. The only way this level is playable is if you use the camera's night vision the entire time. It was still horrible. I only managed to find 1 or 2 custards over the course of 10 minutes.
The guy creating this mission even playtested.
The monster design is wasted on this garbage level, to be honest, because this is one of the ones that truly creep me out. The tall stature with red glowing eyes. Also, did you notice we're literally running on water the entire time? The trees are below the surface. I tried scoping out the surroundings using the zoom feature, but all it managed to do was make me a standing target for the Slendytubby.
Look, where the fuck is What?
For both your sake and mine, I'm going to skip the level before the law makes me slap an epilepsy warning on this video. Dead Space level was fun. The level is just a copy-paste of the Chainsaw Guy level, but the monster is a lot scarier in my opinion. And he also makes it more fun, since he doesn't just kill you by touching you.
And this might be a location of the last caster. Let's go! Let's go!
This next level is going to be a remake of the original map. There's just one minor difference, and that's the Left 4 Dead tank. And I did only play the day part of the map. There's just no point doing it at night. After I spawned in, I started going through the memorized route I had from the first game. So, down to the river to see Lala first, then the house, and so on and so forth. I did have the game set at only 3 custards, so I knew I wouldn't find them at all points of interest. What I think is a bug is if you use your camera, you literally see the entire map. No fog, no render distance limit, nothing. It is still very hard to spot caster like this, but it helped me identify landmarks. Or the Twinkie Winky roided up tank. And he's camping a custard. Why do they do this? There is certainly some level of pathing he has. He moves back and forth a bit from time to time. I don't know why he does that. Eventually, I made the choice to willingly get spotted. I couldn't find even the first custard, so I was like, I'll steal this one from him and hopefully escape him. That's surely going to happen.
Yeah, no. He's much faster than I expected. He's much faster than I expected. What if I turn around right now? Oh my god, It's much worse once he gets quiet.
In short, I've spent 10 minutes running around the map with my finger on the sprint button the entire time, because the big monkey behind me had the exact same sprint speed as my MC, so he was trailing me, catching slipstream the entire time. Like, not even the cave had custard inside. I've genuinely walked around every single point of interest at this point and didn't find more than one I found next to him. Look where the second custard was. It isn't even at any logical place, it's just in the middle of some random dirt road. That's why I just couldn't find them fast enough. The placement just isn't like the first game.
I might try to lose him in this. If I go inside, I get stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
And then I just got glitched inside the slide. My main question is, how did the Slendytubby not reach me? I have no clue. And by the way, it's been 20 minutes since I've started this level, and I'm still running around holding the shift button. You can only imagine how lovely that is. And then, as I was about to give up, I realized you don't even need to sprint. This guy's attack animation is so slow, you can walk backwards and he'll miss.
You're not serious right now. This is the weakest guy yet.
I started walking around the map instead of sprinting, and he couldn't ever reach me. Even Poof Killergarten had better AI than this. I gave him the kill out of straight pity.
Please, Pete, I need this!
I felt so bad for the big guy. I completed the map one attempt later, but for the sake of your attention, we'll just move on to the next one. And the next map is the Teletubby Outskirts. This one is once again another gigantic empty desert with a few stone ruins in the middle of it, where you also find the most custard. Why I said most custard and not all of it is because you can find outsiders like this just chilling in the middle of nowhere. If I didn't have this OP camera, I would have never found this one.
Where's the monster?
The monster in this level is this weird mutated Lala, and once again she's stuck camping the last and final custard.
You really want to eat that custard, don't you? No, I'll just pick it up. Oh shit! No.
Well, this time around, edging and making fun of the monster didn't turn out so well for me. Reason for that is that the jump button should be completely removed from this game. Even though it gives you the animation of jumping, you can't jump over shit.
Yep. You can! Fuck, I got stuck on a rock!
You have like a 10-inch vertical at best. On the next attempt, I took the guarded custard first, and I was surprised that Lala wasn't guarding it yet. So that means the Slendytubbies spawn somewhere else on the map and just have a set waypoint towards one of the custards. Even better. And now the final stretch. These are the last two levels I'll be... what? These are the last two levels I'll be doing in Slendytubbies 2, as the last one is just the same thing as the first game. Anyway, the maze level.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
This must be the single worst piece of level design you can ever experience in any game imaginable. It is a maze for a reason, but this is on another level. Everything looks the same.
Oh my god. Finding free in this maze is gonna take a while, especially with so many dead ends. And no indicators, nothing, it all looks the same.
No map, no guide, no nothing. And there's also every single monster hiding in this maze alongside you. After roaming the maze for over 20 minutes, you'll eventually end up being chased by over 4 monsters at once.
I must have ran... Oh, he's in front of me. There's more than one, what the fuck? There's multiple... I'm cooked. Oh shit. Go come at me, bitch! Oh, juke you, and you break your ankles. Fuck you! And I got my first custard. Oh my god.
That's the first custard I found after 10 minutes. Thankfully, the number 2 is right next to it, and also many more monsters which you have no way of dodging anymore.
Shit! Oh my god! Yeah, no way, no way, no way.
I'll give you a spoiler. I've not been able to replicate that run. I tried to run it back, tried for 15 minutes, and just kept looping back to the start.
I'm back at the starting area, this is insane.
They could at least give you a spray can so you could indicate where to go next. Or at least something, some form of a clue.
I looped it back to the spawn!
Yeah. No. The final Slendytubbies Part 2 level is a Minecraft recreation of the original one. This one has a pretty nice vibe to it, to be honest. It's warm and sunny outside, color palette is vibrant. This level was more chill than horror. The Slendy does still explode your eardrums, but it's a core experience at this point. It has the same custard spawn points as the original map as well, so that's always a plus.
This is where the custard is supposed to be, but it's not. And I'm dead. And the last custard could be in the cave. It is! Haha! Easy. Yes, sir! I completed Teletubbies 2.
Moving on to the final third game in the series. This is where the stuff starts getting weird. And lore comes into play.
Oh my god, that's so much text.
In summary, there's machines underground that create Teletubbies and they're located in a secret layer. They created the 4 original Teletubbies and one day, things went horribly wrong. Dun dun dun! Now, this game is going to have such a huge gap in art style, graphics and animations. This is as if Slendytubbies went from being a McDonald's to a 5-star Michelin meal. There's cutscenes, dialogues, third person, multiple endings, first person. It's a whole RPG horror experience. And here's the culprit. I mean, here's Noon. The fun in this game is choosing the meanest, worst dialogue options imaginable. And no, don't tell me being mean to Nunu is crossing the line. This motherfucker is evil. Take a look at this intro cinematic, bro. I'm dying.
10 hours before the massacre.
The game starts out in third person, and the camera work is garbage. It has a set angle it sticks by and doesn't follow your character in any way, shape or form. It'll get very annoying later, right now it's only mildly annoying.
Tinky Winky. Bruh. Hi, ignore him. Hi, Pooh. Goodbye. Yeah. Can I fucking kick it away? Bro. I just kicked it like a typical CR7 free kick, bro.
Okay, being mean to Lala might be crossing the line at this point. Not Tinky Winky though. This guy is about to murder us all. The inside of the house looks normal, with Dipsy chilling on the slide, surprisingly being in possession of his head. Not for long anyways. So our goal right now is to make food for everyone. Custard machine is somehow broken. Again, I fixed the custard machine, gave the first portion to Lala, but first I must pick the insult option.
I don't want to hear it, Lala. It's annoying. Now shut up and eat.
Finally, I fed everyone including myself and we went to bed. And during the night, Tinky Winky starts Tinky tweaking. No. He wakes up like a demon straight out of a Conjuring series, breaks the machine and heads the fuck out. Now of course, it is a horror game, goddammit. I'm not heading out into the darkness alone. So I woke up everyone else. Their fate is sealed anyway, not like it matters much. Lala had enough of my BS and leaves me behind. Can't blame her, to be honest.
Yo, Lala, you're a bit too fast for me.
And then she had this brilliant idea of splitting up. She goes down towards the lake. Yeah, that's a wrap. I then found a custard chilling underneath a tree, which somehow led me towards the lake, where I found Tinky Winky alongside the dead Lala.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Run, bitch, run! Why are you standing in one place?
This is where the game turns into a first-person horror game. Inside the house, there's Dipsy in his favorite position. Well, never mind, it turns into Until Dawn. There are all these quick time events you must do, otherwise you'll catch up.
Run! Jump! What the fuck? I flipped.
And even with successfully dodging every obstacle, Pooh gets... well, you know what happens to Pooh. Now, that was only the prologue. The proper gaming part starts now. We play as the so-called Guardian, who was overseeing the 4 Teletubbies the entire time. Our first mission is to collect our night vision camera. The entire first chapter feels like a Resident Evil level. You need to collect this to be able to open this, to then be able to access that, to finally reach the item we need. I collect the night vision camera, and now, remember the levels from Slendytubbies Part 2. This game connects all those levels together and gives them sense. Here come the newborns. They roam these sewer tunnels looking for you, and we must sneak around them to escape. The worst part is, if they get too close, your night vision camera starts glitching so hard you get a headache trying to comprehend what's going on.
What is the purpose of these guys glitching my camera? Bro, are you serious? My god, bro! It's not even scary, he's just loud as shit!
Escaping the tunnels, we're now in the original forest, about to collect custard. Thankfully, they're all indicated on your screen, so it's not much of a burden looking for them. Twinkie is still roaming the forest, as we can see. So I quickly realized I can't just sprint towards objectives like a headless chicken.
Ooh, the rope stretching. That's a nasty sound effect.
This scene of Paul hanging is incredibly creepy as well. So far, the best adaptation yet. It was time to collect the final custard, and they're redoing the trend of the second game, where the custard is being guarded by Twinkie Winkie himself. At least this time it's intentional. He changes his mind and eats it. As we know from the previous game, he's about to become the most roided up creature in the universe.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, and he's much bigger than the one in part 2. Our goal is to escape this forest and head either into mountains or the cave. I felt that the mountains were safer than trying to navigate through a cave, so I chose that one. Now, chapter 2 is a pretty interesting one. We made it to the mountains, where we got knocked the fuck out by a Yeti Teletubby. We wake up inside his snack chamber, where his very own robot chef is prepping a fire to cook us in, and he's such a big... He literally admits to being so weak, he decided to join him instead of fighting. He pleads for us to not leave, otherwise he'll destroy him. That's your problem to be worrying about, little bro.
Oh, the guy's angry.
The Yeti returns after a while and gets big mad that I've escaped his humble household. There's this right-left minigame. It's based on audio cues that you're unable to hear because of my dumbass. You can hear him screaming from left or right, and you must run in the opposite direction. It's simple, really. After escaping him, we have to get past this gate. So we break that shit with a pipe, collect our broken camera, and my god, you're about to witness how ungodly broken this thing is. Escaping the mountains, we make our way towards the ruins.
Oh, he's behind me.
In other words, outskirts. Look at the state of the camera. It's impossible to use night vision at this point. And by entering outskirts, you already know who it is. The deformed, twitchy Lala. Thankfully, the game uses logic this time, and Lala, that's missing eyes, is truly missing her eyesight. So if we just calmly sneak around her and collect all the custard, we can escape with ease. We also dropped 2 huge stone pillars on her bitch ass.
Colby.
Get a choice if you want to end her suffering or just leave her be, and I mean, I'm so sorry Lala, but I'm not taking any half measures. We've reached the final destination of this game, the satellite station. This part is so very cool. First of all, the initial atmosphere is just terrifying. There are a bunch of dead, bloody Teletubbies around the station. Some of them are completely gutted. And at the end, there's one last alive Teletubby warning us of the headless Teletubby with a chainsaw. Oh no. Our goal is to contact the military and escape the station alive. No problema. I crawled through the vents like a rat, ended up having a whole ass anime flashback of my old Slendytubby homies, and then I found the keycard. At this point, question nothing. Poor guy. I'm not even sad that he died, but who wants to die cut up into an Among Us character?
Wait, that's a normal green one? Or am I losing my mind again and it's the monster? It's the monster.
Oh nah, this introduction goes so hard. Remember me talking about the god-awful camera work in third-person chapters? This right here was my whole reason behind that statement. Look at this camera angle. I can't fit in through the door because of it.
I'm dead! Cause I keep getting stuck! Cause the camera angles are shite! I'm stuck! Door stuck! For fuck's sake, I'm stuck, bro! Yo, this is the hardest part of the game! Now left. Yep. Oh, that was perfect. That was a perfect turn.
The way you must do this part is by pre-firing your run so you don't get stuck there.
Jump over the laser, yep. Bruh.
We disposed of the headless guy and took his chainsaw. Okay, this is where it goes from being a horror game to it being a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance spin-off. At the end of the station, we find Nunu, who spoils his evil plan. He's the one that infected the custard. He's the one that's mutated everyone, and he's also trying to take over the entire Teletubby multiverse universe, whatever. And then he has you fight this dude. No one warned me there were going to be entire boss fights in a Slendytubby game. And I can't even cap right now, the music in these fights was so fire, I just can't play it as it's copyrighted. After a while, I took out his hand and the guy went into stage 2. Silksong got nothing on this. Of course, I choked towards the end. I'm not that good.
I died. No.
On the other hand, they don't call me second try xTaddei for nothing. No one calls me that. Here's our final encounter with the evil vacuum. There are multiple choices you can pick during this dialogue, and that's what will influence your ending. You can either join the little devil and become a part of his plan, or refuse. If you refused, this motherfucker sends Pooh the Teletubby after you, and this fight goes absolutely bonkers. It turns from Pooh casting Avatar the Last Airbender spells to him turning into an eldritch horror creature. He's basically in his Slendytubbies Part 2 Dead Space form. And there's a third phase as well. What is this? You know what? I don't even know what this form refers to. It could be the spider mutants in the forest. The third phase does have the most annoying power yet. This fireball type attack, which he casts in an instant, and you can't even dodge out of it once it hits you.
Oh, fuck.
At least it doesn't deal that much damage. Defeating him, we confront Nunu one final time before going full Texas Chainsaw Massacre on him. And then the army arrives, and the newborn army arrives as well. Good ending. You already know we gotta see the other ones as well. To get the 2 bad endings, you must choose the options understanding Nunu and then agree to join him. He ends up taking you to his special custard factory, where he tells you that he's going to destroy the military and gives you a choice. Either jump into the custard willingly and obey him, or get pushed in by Pooh. If you get pushed, you end up missing legs and looking like a whole ass failed Resident Evil boss, and that gives you the regretful ending. Now if you comply and jump in willingly, that gives you the evil ending.
Evil ending.
Trust me, I've tried every single dialogue option, there's only 2 endings here. And they leave you on a cliffhanger. Now, Slendytubbies 3 is honestly the weirdest, most insane game I've ever laid my eyes on, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 4 Slendytubbies. And now, the last and the latest game in the Slendytubbies series, Slendytubbies 0. By the way, this whole idea and the 4th game was recommended to me by members of our Discord channel. Shout out Mavi, shout out Matty, thank you for helping me out with this. And you, do your part. This one starts out in once again some weird underground basement that is located directly next to the Teletubby enclosure. And yes, I'm calling it an enclosure because these guys are being treated like animals in a zoo at this point. We're trying to reach some guy working in this office, but he's not here at this time. We find this creepy ass diary on his table with his scary scribbled notes. This shit is not tough, bro. Time to explore the Teletubby forest for the 4th time today. Don't worry though, this is not in any way, shape or form similar to the other games. This experience is so different, I was blown away myself and I'm supposed to be the critic. The only thing that's the same is Twinkie Winkie and the whole ordeal with Custard. Other than that, you'll see. You can open the diary with tab where you get an actual clear map to follow. They've learned a thing or two in the 15 years finally. And then a set of objectives you need to accomplish. And once again, another camera mechanic, but this one is going to be a bit different. First things first, I was going to do my casual route. Down towards the lake where I found a gutted Lala and a note. That counts as the objective. Oh wait, so I'm picking up the notes and not Custard. Okay.
There's the camera. What the fuck? Oh, I'm cooked. Oh my god. I did not expect this fucking game to have jump scares this early.
This is different. In this game, Tinky Winky is a teleporting ghoul chasing you with an axe. Don't worry, the part where this is still scary will be long behind you after you're done with this game. As it turns out, an enemy that can teleport isn't as fun to go against as initially expected.
He's behind me. What? No more Fortnite.
The Teletubby house is something I must always judge when playing a new game, as the quality of this house usually represents the quality of the game, in my opinion. This one looks decent. We got Nunu tweaking as he should. Dipsy beheaded. That's good. Then by placing a dead rabbit inside of Dipsy's carcass, you stop Nunu from tweaking, meaning you get to collect the note placed on top of him. Top tier puzzles. I found Mr. White hiding inside this emergency room inside the cave. For some reason, he doesn't want to open the door for us and tells us to fuck off. We'll need to power this forest with electricity before being able to access Mr. White. How's it hanging, Pooh? That was the one final note we needed. I returned to the hideout. This situation is bad. We're working for a company by the name of Cove, and the guy that ran away, White, was our colleague. We're chasing after him, trying to get him to return. If he doesn't, we will get punished for his failure monitoring the Teletubbies. And no, not me. We. Both you and me, bro. We're both getting punished. Once you collect all the notes, you piece together a 3-digit password and unlock a drawer with the key for the basement.
Key, what the?
Of course, it ain't gonna be as easy as that. Tinky Winky is a garbage spawn camper and took the key. Now what the hell am I supposed to do in this situation?
Know where you are. Hey Tinky, you see, I don't really know where you are. Shit, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Give me the key, give me the key. Give me the key, bitch. Bro, what do I do? What the fuck? Tinky Winky, wait. Motherfucker.
Trying to snatch it from his chest like that doesn't really work. And then I encountered the spare trap, which gave me an idea.
Ah, see.
I found one behind the Teletubby house, and as he was about to catch me, I placed it down in front of him. He did get a hit off, but I stole that shit. And when you steal that key and trap Twinkie, he's gonna start spazzing out, and so is your screen. He got his lick back 20 seconds later anyway.
Yep. Oh, you're a dumbass. Get out! Yo, what? What? How you hitting that? How you hitting that? Nah, actually, f off. Nah, actually, f off. F the f off. Why is this f***ing big-ass tart teleporting? Why is he teleporting?
The part where this is still scary will be long behind. It only took around 10 minutes to finally reach the basement with the key. Now, I need to mentally prepare you for this part. It's not extra scary or whatever, but this is one of the best parts of this entire series. The entire basement part felt like something straight out of Grave Encounters. You know, the movie about encountering graves.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool grave, I think.
The part starts out with you going down an almost infinite stairway into the darkness, where I referenced the mouthwashing stairway.
This is incredibly long. This is like that mouthwashing stairway.
Here is our first obstacle, the shadowy figure. If you go near it, it will reset you to the start with a pop-up saying, "My Eyes," by Travis Scott. How you get rid of these obstacles is by taking out your camera and turning on the night vision. If you've ever seen Grave Encounters, surely you remember the scene where they're in the abandoned mental asylum and they pull out their camera. Turn on night vision and they end up seeing doctors and nurses operating in front of them before they spot them. This is what this entire segment made me feel like, and as Grave Encounters is one of my favorite movies of all time, it's a huge thumbs up for me. There is one more shadowy monster down here, and that's the smiling one. Those you can get rid of. You can use them as indicators of where to go instead. I found Custard and in front of it was a pale Teletubby standing. If you pick it up, you get another jump scare with "My Eyes" text flashing. You can easily dispose of him and pick it up afterwards. After getting another pop-up straight out of some Mandela Catalog ARG series, we get transported into another part of this basement. In here, you must run through this incredibly long and dark hallway before triggering a chase sequence with a red Teletubby.
That's a real one.
Don't do what I've done. Instead, turn around as soon as you hear music. Run into the only room that's accessible. Turn left here, then right here, and right again, and get caught. Thankfully, there was a checkpoint at the start of this maze. And at the end, just crawl through here. Congratulations, you've escaped. You're reaching the end of this basement. There's the actual alive but severely maimed Lala guarding the custard we need. You can't pick it up if Lala senses you, so I just gave her a bunny to snuggle with. Poor girl. I'll take this shit off you. After doing that, you escape the spiritual basement dimension and return to the real basement, where you find the spare parts needed to repair the electrical box. Look how tiny the basement truly is. It was all in Lehet. Luckily, after leaving the basement, you get ported straight into your hideout where you craft the part needed. Time to walk all the way back. It was surprisingly easy. I thought the game forgot to spawn the monster. Should have known that much.
Yep. Or I'll get knocked out. He's trying to feed me the custard now. By force? Damn.
He dips our entire head inside the custard and we start having Far Cry 3 hallucinations. First is this Squid Games minigame where you must stop at the open eyes and run during its spinning phase. And then we appear in our hideout and there's a dead worker sitting on our chair.
That's me.
Weird. The next mission is a return to the original. Collect 8 custards by exploring every point of interest. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Slendytubbies game without this part in it. Of course, I am still going to use the tactics I have learned in my previous endeavors.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought I had you stuck, but I only got you angrier.
Okay, that scared me. I did not expect him to escape the trap like that. I spotted back to the Teletubby house where I found another custard being guarded by Lala. When I gave her a rabbit, I got sneak attacked by Twinkie and died. You betrayed me. Guys, I think Twinkie reached him. Following the discovery of the last custard, the game glitched out and returned us to the table. This time, we go through another Far Cry 3 minigame. You're in this dark room, where the only light are these glowy orbs you must follow. This might just be a moth simulator. Once you find every glowy orb, you become the killer yourself.
So now we be doing the killing, eh?
I am very ashamed to admit this, but the part where I'm the threat took me the longest time out of all of them. There's a reason why I hated playing the killer in DBD, okay?
Shit!
To put it simply, you are Twinkie Winkie and you have Volhack. The Guardian is collecting the 8 custards around the map. You must sneak up on him, otherwise he'll see you and teleport away. I didn't have those powers. I don't think you guys realize how difficult this part is. He is much faster than you and you have very limited stamina. What? And so I kept failing and failing.
My goodness! I don't wanna do this!
And failing.
Let me go back to being a survivor, to having to hide. This, I'm so bad at this.
Until I managed to reach him.
Bruh. Bro! Wait, what? So I had a vision of Twinkie Winkie collecting the custards and I became the killer now? The end?
To be honest, I don't get the ending at all. So I chased myself in a vision of being Twinkie, then I guess I break out of the illusion and cut him down. The end. And the part of him looking at his hands is supposed to indicate I'm turning into a monster, I'm guessing. Slendytubbies 0 is the best game of the whole series. It cranked the game up to a different level, and not just that, the fact that it has these completely diverse and interesting minigames is what I loved the most about it. If it was up to me, I would have made this game for sale. It is a short experience for sure, but if it got expanded into an entire full 6 to 7 hour game, 6, 7, you could make it like 15 euros and I would have bought it. 4 out of 4 Teletubbies. Thank you for watching.